Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's Cosplay Time. As always, I am Chris, aka Mr. Zoom _ 2028, and
And
today we're
I,
here with
oh,
Jess.
sorry.
It's all right.
Oh, and I'm Linnea. I am Linnea's _life. I do cosplay and gaming.
All right. First question: how did you find out about Tik Tock?
It was during COVID, and that's when I think TikTok became a lot more bigger because people were at home and you couldn't really go outside. So that's how I found out. And I first started making jokes. I still make some jokes, but then I started sharing my cosplay on there.
I think I started following you when you were only doing jokes.
Yeah, so I made an account and then it got to maybe like 200,000 about, and then it got banned, but it was when they were doing like, I'd say a whole cleansing of people who did like OF, like OnlyFans, but I wasn't doing that. I just had a link labeled OnlyFans, but took you to a Danny DeVito fan page. So I think that's why I got banned. But then I made a new TikTok and now I'm using that and I've been fine on that.
Yeah, TikTok is very strange with how they ban people. And shadow banning, which is almost worse than banning because you don't know
Yeah,
anything's
I
happening.
think it's also maybe to try to get you to pay for promotions on their with their services. So let's say you're you're used to getting a certain amount of views and all of a sudden it tanks, you might feel like, oh, I have to buy promotions or something.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little shady of TikTok to do that, though.
Hmm.
Alright, question 2 is if I have my question page up. What are your favorite characters to cosplay?
Um, so like favorite characters to cosplay are different than my favorite anime characters because some I feel like I can pull off, but um, so like I like Bowsette. Her cosplay was fun to do. Zero Suit Samus was fun to do. Uh, let's see what Esdeath from Akame ga Kill was fun to do. I think those, from what I could think of right now off the top of my head, I think I enjoyed those three the most. But I've done a lot more. I'm just trying to think. We'll see how the body paint cosplay goes. If it goes well, I might keep doing body paint stuff.
Yeah, I don't got the figure for body painting. I'm too much of a big boy.
I just so I had people asking me to do like a body paint cosplay and I thought it'd be a lot of fun. I was watching a lot of videos about it and I got like all this paint. So I'm gonna be doing Spider Woman probably tomorrow. I've been meaning to do it, like it's been a week since I had planned to do it, but things just kept coming up, so I need to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's why I have a lot of drafts for TikTok. Make a few when you have time, and then when you don't, just post your drafts.
Yeah, I used to be able to like make drafts and then wait, but I get so eager. I just want to share everything. I'm like, I want everyone to see this now.
You're talking to the guy who used to post 20 videos a day.
I guess it's like you got to find a somewhat of a middle ground because if you keep posting that much, I mean, I don't know the algorithm on TikTok, but my worry is it think I'm like a spam account or something.
I mean, like the 20 videos a day used to work when it was musically still,
Hmm.
but then TikTok took over, and it's like, nah, you get one or three.
I've been sharing like 5. Maybe I'll try to go down to 3 or 1 or 2 a day.
I have like drafts with all the like descriptions already wrote. So just wake up, roll over, hit post.
Mhm.
What is your favorite convention to go to?
I go to Otakon a lot. I actually have my anime badges right here. Probably went to Otakon like 4 years in a row, except for the year when COVID first happened. I went this year. No, I went last year, and I plan to go again this year. I've been to KatsuCon, and I've been to one other anime convention called Animore, but it was like really small and only happened 2 years because it was like a really small convention in Baltimore. I'd like to go to is it Anime NYU or something. The one in New
Anime
York.
Anime NYC.
NYC, yes. Oh, right. NYC, yes. Or the one in California. Those two I'd like to go to.
There are a lot in California. I used to live there.
Oh, I actually been to one in Europe. I went to visit my family when I was like 16. I was into anime, but I hadn't been to a convention or anything. And at the university, I think it was like Linköping University. It was nearby where my aunt and uncle lived. We were driving by and we saw all these people in their cosplays, and I was really into Oron Host Club at the time, and I saw Hikaru and Karu, I think is the name, the twins, and then like all the other characters from Oron Host Club. And Sword Art Online, I saw it was my first time seeing that, and they had a show where the people would dress as the characters and like kind of act in the cosplays.
Oh, the Masquerade.
Yeah, something like that on a stage, and it was broadcasted on TV.
Oh, that's different. Most cons here don't broadcast that.
I think because it was like a European one, so it wasn't just Sweden that went. It was like other countries too, all like from Europe coming together to go there. So I think they made it a little bit bigger.
I know there's MCM Comic Con in I think England.
Mm.
That's the one I've wanted to go to, but don't have the money for.
Especially like plane tickets. I think plane tickets is the most expensive thing.
Plane tickets and probably the hotels if they're around the convention center.
Mm. You can always stay at like, if you plan ahead, maybe a hostel.
Yeah, or like an Airbnb if Europe has those.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, because like with a whole bunch, whenever I go to cons, I have like 4 costumes with me, so I wouldn't want to leave it somewhere where somebody I don't know is near it.
I feel like every time I go to anime convention, I bring a cosplay for every day, but I only end up cosplaying 1 or 2 of the days because because cosplaying is fun, but then when you're wearing it for that long of a time and it's not in your own home or like where you're familiar, then it gets a little annoying having to fix your wig or your outfit. Or sometimes the cosplay is nice to look at and you feel cool, like, yeah, I look like the character, but it's not the most comfortable.
Yeah, like I do a lot of armors for cosplay, so it's fun wearing that for like the 30 minutes of TikTok making, but 6 hours of convention in armor is not fun.
Usually when I have a cosplay that I like in terms of how it looks, but not exactly how it feels, I'll film my clips, but I won't edit it until like I've took all my clips and then I change out my cosplay and then I'll edit it. Or like same with pictures. After I take my pictures, I'll get out my cosplay and then edit the pictures after.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the same for me. Besides putting the kitchen table back in the kitchen, we got one good wall, and it's where the kitchen table is.
Oh, I have a separate place for cosplaying because when I first moved in, I wasn't making as much. So I live with my sister and a roommate, and so we just kind of like use the wall that's right back there for most of our TikToks. My sister and I are pictures, or I'll take pictures outside. Like I'll go down the apartment stairs and take pictures if I'm home. But if I can take the day off, I usually go to the room I rent with my sister, and there we have most of our cosplay stored, and we can like set up for pictures. And if we want to bring props or maybe like little pieces of furniture, we could use that.
I think the only place I've done like photo shoots is in the forest, though.
Well, the forest is like a free place to take your pictures. I've done a couple in studios, but I did like a year of freelance modeling. So during the time it was like I got pictures for free and I modeled for free for them. So it's like we both kind of got what we wanted. But now it's like I like to take pictures, but I like to take pictures for like kind of sort of just myself, and I can like see how it looks and I can choose what's shared and what's not. Even though with photographers I could still do that, it sometimes I'd get pictures I didn't like a whole lot. Like all the pictures I'm like, oh, I
Yeah,
don't like it, you didn't get the angles I wanted. But if I do it myself, I'm like, yeah, I like these angles.
yeah, I can understand that. except for most of my photos are done on an iPhone.
I've been using an iPhone for most of mine, but I had a photo shoot 1 month ago for two different cosplays for Ria's from high school DxD and Esdeath from A Kame Got Killed, and those pictures turned out really nice. But it took a while to wait for the edits because the photographer likes to make the background look nice too and everything. But I think it made the pictures come together. And then I found another photographer who has like their own little home studio. So I just kind of like pay to get some pictures and use the backdrop. And then the pictures are mine. So I
Yeah,
just use with like a nicer camera because iPhone cameras are nice, but it's not the nicest.
yeah, it doesn't pick up as much details as like the ones that are like $200 just for the lens or whatever.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting a camera myself from Amazon, but I don't know exactly what camera to get. I'm probably going to get maybe a Sony. Sony has cameras, right? I think that's the brand.
I think so.
I'm not quite sure. Or is it? Let me look it up.
I don't
Sony.
know, cause like I moved recently, so I had to move away from all the photographers I was loyal to.
Mhm.
That's a little sad.
Maybe you could find some in the area, but I imagine it's kind of hard to start off when you don't know anyone
I
yet.
mean, I do have one, but he lives like 4 hours away or 2 hours away or whatever.
Mhm. Maybe it'd be worth investing in a camera.
Most likely.
I'm probably going to get one and then have my sister take pictures of me.
All right. If money was not an issue, what is your dream cosplay?
Hmm. I really don't know. I always wanted to try to do a cosplay of a character. Her name's Nana, and she's from an anime called Nana. That's my favorite anime, but I don't think it would cost a lot of money to do it. I just haven't had, I guess, I couldn't find a cosplay online, and I don't make my own cosplays. I usually buy them online because I also go to school and work. So my time is very limited, but I'd love to make cosplays at some point. But I don't know what cosplay I would do if like an expensive cosplay. Hmm. Maybe Urza from Fairy Tale, her armor look, because I imagine you'd need to pay maybe a little bit more for the foams you'd have to cut and mold into the armor.
You'd be surprised like how good like foam armor really looks.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos. I think foam armor looks really realistic, but I don't know how much it costs. So I think it'd be maybe like if money wasn't an issue, maybe I'd do something like that. More so time. If time wasn't an issue, I'd do.
Yeah. I know like you can get like a like 6 pack of those foam floor mats for like $30, I think, at Walmart. Then you just need like a heat gun and some cutting tools
Mhm.
and a whole lot of time for sanding and painting.
Oh, yes. To me, the hardest part is so what I've seen people do is they use duct tape and kind of duct tape of their body and then cut out little individual pieces. And then from that, they make, I guess, the foam. But I think that's very smart because you wouldn't want to like wrap the foam around you and try to figure it out that way because then you could maybe fold it wrong.
Yeah, for me, I used a heat gun and then just like melted it around me basically. Yeah, that worked for a while until I found a material called Sintra, which is more of it's like a PVC board.
Hmm.
It looks really good for armor, but it's also really expensive. It's what a lot of the like really good Mandalorian cosplays you see at conventions are made out of.
Oh, I've seen some people use 3D printers to make props or other maybe pieces, but 3D printers, from what I heard, take a long time.
You can print a helmet in like 4 days if you leave it on the entire time, or at least that's how mine works. but it gets annoying hearing that sound for like 4 days straight.
Hmm.
All right, next question. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about cosplay?
I think my favorite is feeling like the character. Um, like I usually do characters because I don't know, I like to feel cute and fun and I like doing those kind of things, but I also like to feel like I'm sort of the character because it's like a character you enjoy or maybe admire too. So I like feeling like I'm bringing them to life. And sometimes my cosplays aren't perfect, where I might be missing maybe some accessories or things that would really pull it together. I try my best though, but sometimes I don't have all the pieces and it's still the character and it still looks good. But I feel like I I kind of like showing people that just do your best and be happy doing what you're doing, and that's what really matters. Because sometimes people, like, I'll still get comments occasionally like, you're missing this isn't a good cosplay, just because maybe I'm missing a bow, or maybe like the painting of Esdeath I didn't do, I forgot to do it, but I had everything else. But most people, like, that's just like a few little bit small percentage of people. I'd say
Yeah.
most people don't really care.
I know, like I get some of the when I used to do anime cosplays, I got those comments a lot. But when I switched to armor, and it's like, oh, so you're not moving well, I see. Well, stop moving your hands so much.
Maybe it's just the kind of community.
I think that's like the main comment I get because I always wear some sort of like face covering for my content, so like I talk with hands for the sound.
Hmm. I
Most
guess your
people,
hand movements give emotion.
most people get that, but there's always like the new viewer that's like, why are you moving your hands so much?
It's like, well, how else are you supposed to know how I feel? Like, you could cross your arms when you're mad. You could go like, I don't know, a little happy hand movement when you're happy. Otherwise, it's just the same face, same mask.
Yeah, it was the that quote from Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. All right. Okay, this one, convention advice for new cosplayers.
Hmm. For me personally, I think going to a convention is more fun when you go with friends. Conventions can still be fun alone and you can still have a good time. But when you go with friends, you can, I guess, share what you both enjoyed from the same shows, or maybe not the same shows, but like maybe there's a panel you would have never gone to, but your friend really likes the show or voice actor or theme of it. So you agree to go with them and then you realize, oh, I like this too.
There's
And
also
you always have someone to help you with your cosplay, like notice something.
there's also hydration. Take showers and use deodorant.
Oh, deodorant, yes.
If your cosplay is very large and uh, covers your vision a little, have a handler, and also bring a backpack with snacks because you're going to get hungry and convention food's expensive.
Mhm. If you can, because some places won't let you bring in food and water.
If they don't see it, they don't know about it.
Yeah. Or if the security guard's cool, they're like, oh, just go. That happened to me a couple times where they're like making people dump their water, throw out their snacks. Although when I went to Otakon this most recent year, they didn't do that, but I remember them doing it in the past.
And also hope the convention center or hotel uses their air conditioning.
Mhm. Oh, if for anyone who's interested in going to Katsucon, Katsucon has been getting a lot bigger and there's only like 2 or 3 elevators. You're going to be waiting in line for a long time for those elevators. So good luck.
Do they not have stairs where that con is?
They have stairs, but they're like far away in comparison to the elevator. The elevator's kind of like right in the middle of everything.
I think that convention center needs to plan out its floor plan a little better.
Yeah. But I had a friend who, at the time, I had a friend who had a hotel room at the convention center itself. So we kind of, I mean, I have my own hotel with my sister, but we kind of like spent the day there if we didn't have a panel to go to or something. So we didn't have to like leave the whole convention place or just sit on the floor. And we were playing like the Switch, Super Smash Brothers and other things.
Wait, they actually let you sit down at that convention?
So like if you're waiting for a panel or something, you could sit down on the floor and like just wait until it's time if you show up a little early. Because if you don't show up early, another thing, a word of advice, show up early for panels because they fill up fast and they have a limit of people. So once it reaches that limit, they're like, sorry, no more people. And then you can't go in.
Because I know for sitting down at conventions, like a lot of the ones I've been to, like security gets on you about sitting down.
I haven't had an issue with that. I haven't seen too much of it. Like I remember at KatsuCon, there were people sitting down. I'd want to say 10 or 12 people, and they were all having like cup noodles or something.
Hmm.
And a lot of times, depending on where in the, maybe it just depends on where you're sitting at the convention.
But most likely. I know it's like in the hallways. Sometimes in hallways they don't even want you like standing like still. They want you like just walking through it.
Yeah.
Like I get that a lot, but some of us cosplayers need to stop moving for a little bit.
Hmm.
Next question. Are there any new movies that you are looking forward to?
Let's see. I saw Spider-Man. Is it Far From Home? I saw
I think it's No Way Home,
No
but
Way Home. I'm sorry, I get confused between the two. But I recently saw that one. I want to see Encanto
oh, that's
or
a good one.
Encanto. I'm sorry if I said that wrong too, but I really want to see that one, but I haven't had the chance to see it. I think it's on Disney Plus. So I might just get Disney Plus just for that. Let's see what else.
Prepare to have all the songs stuck in your head.
They're already stuck in my head. All over TikTok, I love them. All the songs are amazing. I don't know what other movies. Huh. I'm not the biggest movie person.
What about anime? Which anime are you excited for?
I'm excited for the new Demon Slayer season, the last part of the Attack on Titan that's going to come out. Even though I haven't seen the most recent last part, I'm a season or two behind. I'm still excited for that.
Time to marathon.
Yeah. Um, I'm not sure what else. I think if My Hero Academia, if it comes out with another season, I'm right now on season 5, and I think there's only 5 seasons out right now. So I might have to like just read the manga. I like reading manga sometimes, but I prefer anime because sometimes I just want to watch the screen. I don't have to
Sometimes I
do
want to
much
eat
work.
food and watch.
Yeah, because I spend my day like working. I mean, right now I've been working a lot. I work in a COVID lab where I do like I make COVID kits to send out to schools, and I receive the COVID samples and I record the information like name, birthday, and other stuff, and then so that way because I don't have my biology degree yet, so I can't be a lab tech. So I prepare it for the lab techs, and then that's what I do. But because COVID has spiked, I've been working a lot more, so I just been really tired, and that's when I come home and just like I want to watch anime, just watch it. But I might have to read the manga for My Hero Academia.
I saw Bleach is coming back with more episodes. That anime.
I heard that, and I also heard they're having a live action, I think.
I know there was already one. They did like a live action movie. I think it was like the first 2 episodes of the first season.
I am not sure. I only ever seen like 1 or 2 episodes of Bleach. Like the big 3, isn't it? Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece.
And
I only
sometimes Dragon Ball.
Yeah, sometimes Dragon Ball. So I've seen a couple seasons of Dragon Ball. Not like a season, like not like season 1, season 2, season 3 in a row, like probably like season 1 and then season 3 and like just a couple random. I've seen all of Dragon Ball Super, that arc, but it was just because someone I knew at the time was watching it, so I'd watch it with them. Or like same with One Piece, but Naruto and Bleach I haven't really seen too much of.
Yeah, for me, it was whatever was on Toonami when those were coming out.
I remember Toonami. I'd stay up until whatever time in the morning just to watch anime. Or Funimation used to have a TV channel. That's actually how I first found out about anime.
Huh. I don't remember that channel.
It was on Verizon Fios. They had a Funimation channel near all the kid channels, and
Ooh, the
I
anime
was
channel should not be the kid channel.
yeah. So it shouldn't have been, but I was probably in like 6th or 7th grade, maybe 5th. I don't exactly remember, but I was watching TV with my sister, and we're scrolling through the channels, and we found Peach Girl, and of course it's not exactly for kids, but we kind of liked it. We were like, "Oh, this girl's so cool." And then there's this like other girl who didn't like her, and we're like, "We don't like her either." But so it was like Peach Girl, High School Rumble, Kenshi, Clannad, and XX Holic, and some other animes at the time I got into and I really liked. And then it branched off from there. I'd watch it online. I'd find those illegal websites I probably shouldn't have been on, but I watched them there. And
And
now I
then
have
anime had its clutches on you.
yeah, now I pay for my anime. I have Funimation and what other services, Crunchyroll, but are they together now? No, they're not.
Did that happen? Because I know they were planning on like one of them taking.
I know they're planning on it, but I don't know. But I've been using those to support the industry in the ways I can without. I feel like it's really affordable for what you get. It's only like $5 a month for Funimation, I think.
Probably. And I know, like, surprisingly, a lot of streaming services have anime.
hmm Oh, Hulu. That's why I've been watching My Hero Academia. Netflix has some anime, but I
They
feel
have
like
a
Hulu
few,
has
but
more.
not many. And I know HBO Max has the Funimation connection too, or was it Crunchyroll?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I know like all the major streaming services were like fighting over what anime they could get to put on their platform. So like, I know Netflix has Demon Slayer season one. That's all I know right now because it popped up today.
Hulu has Demon Slayer season 1 and 2. And Funimation, though, has the new arc. So that's why I've been watching the new arc. I think Funimation has all of it.
Yeah, it just depends on what day it comes out usually. Midnight the night before or just during the day.
Right.
Next question. What was your first cosplay?
I can't remember her name. She's a Vocaloid with pink hair. Let me look her up.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I just don't know the name.
I'm gonna look her up real quick. I did her, and let's see. What's her name? Megurin Lucas. I did her. I did like a bunny version of her. That was my first ever cosplay, and for her, I kind of like bought the pieces and put it together. So it wasn't a cosplay that was sold. I bought like a black leotard, white tights, some heels, and like a pink wig. And I had like the bow tie and little wrist lits, like a suit sort of.
I remember like my first was Kakashi from Naruto. Except for instead of the like cosplay pants and shirt, it was a sweatpants and a sweatshirt from Walmart with the like the green vest that he wears.
Oh.
And it was before like cosplay was really popular, so I instead of a wig, which would have helped, I just had like gray silver hairspray and lots of hair gel.
Could you not find a wig on Amazon at the time? Or was it you just wanted to make it?
This was around like 2007 or 2010 or something. So I don't think like costumes were that big on Amazon yet.
Yeah. I think that during that time, or at least like for me when I first got into anime, not a lot of people liked it, and I felt like some people would make fun of it just because they didn't understand it or try. And it
Now
wasn't.
it's all mainstream
Yeah,
now.
now it's all mainstream, but I'm happy. Makes me happy because then an anime or no, not anime, a manga that you wanted to get adapted into an anime might not have been adapted because it didn't have enough viewers, but now that it's mainstream, it might get enough readers that will make the manga an anime.
Yeah, there are a few that like really good manga that are getting adapted. I think this year, like Chainsaw Man is getting its
I love
anime
Chainsaw
adaptation.
Man.
There's one called I got reincarnated into a sword.
I've been watching I got reincarnated into a slime.
It's one of my favorites.
I've been watching Platinum End, but that one's like currently being made and put out. I think it's a newer anime and it hasn't quite been finished, or maybe I just didn't find the ending of it yet online. Yeah.
The one thing I don't like though is like what Attack on Titan does. Like they'll give you half a season, then you got to wait like a couple months to a year later
Oh,
for
for the next
next
half.
half.
I don't like that either because I lose my my mojo, my what's gonna happen next week kind of feeling, and then it might take me a while to restart it because I'm watching other animes.
Then you got to like rewatch the first half of the season to remember what happened. Because I think the second half, I think it starts tonight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, today's the 9th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first episode of the last part starts tonight. I think.
I still have to catch up in the previous seasons. I might start with that. I got an Attack on Titan cosplay for Sasha, but I just haven't worn it yet. It's lost in all my bins of cosplay. I have like 5 gigantic bins of cosplay and one of just wigs.
That is very relatable. Also, I can't wait for My Hero Academia to get where the manga is right now. A whole bunch of new heroes and new arcs that I
I'm
hope they
looking
adapt
forward to
well.
it.
They've done pretty well, I believe, at adapting, but I don't know. Sometimes it gets lost in translation with anime and manga.
Kind of like how there's certain phrases that just can't be translated.
Actually, yeah. Like you're watching the sub version, then there's just random English word. It's always funny though. Next question. Do you collect anything?
uh, hmm. I'd say cosplays because there's cosplays I haven't worn in a while, and maybe I won't wear it again just because I always have new cosplays and things to wear, but I just can't get rid of them because I'm like, what if one day I want to try it on again? Or that's like me as the character if I just put it on, I don't know. So I can't get rid of them. But collecting things, other than that, I don't really collect things. Maybe my anime badges from conventions. Um, hmm.
I think one of the worst things though, when you're ordering like cosplay pieces online, is if they don't, one, they don't look how you thought they would look, and two, they're not comfortable,
Right.
or as comfortable as you thought they were gonna be.
I agree. The material matters a lot.
Yeah.
But the worst part is when you get a cosplay and it's not the dimensions as advertised. Like you can kind of expect it to fit a certain way, but if they advertise like this is the size, because sometimes it's like if you order from a Chinese seller, sometimes their Chinese size large is different from like a US size large. So like a Chinese large is smaller. So when I try to put it on, sometimes it doesn't fit. So I try to read the description and it'll have like one company I ordered a Jinx cosplay from recently, and it had like a description of like the hip line or like the hip measurement, and it was for my size. But when I measured the cosplay itself, that like I tried putting it on, like, oh, this doesn't fit. And so I measured the cosplay itself, and it wasn't the measurement as advertised. So now I have to return it.
I think with a lot of like sellers from Asia, I always do like 1 or 2 sizes bigger than I would normally order.
I've done that before, but then sometimes I end
Yeah,
up
so
getting
sometimes
something
they'll
too
send you
big.
like, sometimes they'll actually send you like the American size for what, like the
Yeah.
actual one you ordered. It's like, wow.
I've had trouble with that with bodysuits, because some cosplays you could get like a nice bodysuit, but if the bodysuit is too big, then it kind of makes you look like a rectangle. But you get the same effect if it's too small as well, because of the bunching at the sides. So you want to get the one that's just right.
And that's always hard when you're not like physically looking at it before you buy it.
Yeah. But once I find ones I like that fit really well, I try to see if the same seller sells like maybe bodysuits of different characters. So like 02 for the most part is like a bodysuit. Like you could get a bodysuit, or you could pay more to get like a maybe latexy or shinier one or something. Same thing for like Evangelion for the characters from there, or My Hero Academia. Some characters you could get a bodysuit that's pretty nice, or the Spider-Man characters you could get bodysuits. And what I like about bodysuits is they look good, but they're also affordable. So you don't have to, anyone could afford it. I think if they saved up and enough.
I think a lot of sellers though, you also have to like research the quality of their costumes when it's like a full-on costume with like 3D bits on it too.
Yeah. Like I ordered a Viper cosplay, but the material wasn't stretchy at all. It was just like, just imagine material with no elastic, nothing, can't stretch it. So it didn't fit right. So I had to order a more elastic bodysuit. And I just used the props from the first cosplay, like the belt and the gloves and everything else. But with the other bodysuits, I kind of just like did 2 cosplays of Viper, but mixed them together.
Yeah, because I've done like a few anime ones. Like you always feel like you're gonna break it from some sellers, like if you move incorrectly.
Yeah.
Or I did a Levi from Attack on Titan before, and back when their gear was like the harnesses, those were fun to assemble. Whole bunch of leather straps that all look the same, and also can't read the instructions because they're not in English. What is your favorite pizza place and pizza type?
My favorite topping is pineapple. Just pineapple. If I could, extra pineapple. I know some people are like, oh, I hate pineapple, but I really like it. And favorite pizza place, I do like Pizza Hut and Domino's and Papa John's. I don't know, I like them all. I'm not really picky. But of course, the best is like handmade at home, I think.
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes it's a lazy night, get a DiGiorno. What is your favorite video game of all time?
Kirby's Air Gliders or Monkey Ball from the GameCube. I still play, like, I play Valorant right now a lot, and I play Genshin Impact right now a lot in my free time and when I do streaming on Twitch. I've tried Phasmophobia, and I played like a lot of other games because I like to try new games out. But I feel like Kirby, Air Gliders, and Monkey Ball is more. I I love the gameplay. It's cute. It's fun. It's like a little tricky sometimes, but it's also the nostalgia because it was one of my first. The GameCube was one of my first gaming consoles, apart from the Game Boy and like DS and stuff. And I'd stay up really late with my sister just playing those games. And when I had friends over, I'd always play those games. And I guess I just relate those games to the memories I made with my friends and my sister.
I just had a thought right here, and it just went away.
Have you ever played those games
I did at
or
my
heard of
friend's.
them?
Yeah, I did at my friend's house. Like he was the one who had the gaming consoles first.
Mm.
That was always another thing, like sleeping over at a friend's house who had the consoles when you didn't.
Yeah. So like growing up, I didn't my family didn't have a whole lot of money, so we never really got consoles or anything. I remember though my parents got me a PlayStation 3 for Christmas, and that was like such a big present to me. I was so happy and excited. I still have the PS3 like back there. I don't play it, but I still keep it because it's like, I don't know, I have that memory. But before that, my neighbor would have all those games and things, and my mom was friends with his mom, so she'd go over there to watch like her Desperate Housewives. I don't It's like a TV drama. She'd watch that and maybe another show before it or after. So I had a good couple hours once a week playing games with my sister there. And then when he got like when the Wii came out, we got his GameCube and we got his Game Boy, and we still have that. But that's kind of like how video games went for me as a kid. And then later on, my parents got me a DS, but I had to share it with my sister. And eventually, the next Christmas after that, we got another DS and we each had our own.
Yeah, I think we've all had that neighbor who had like all the consoles and all the games.
Yeah.
Those were always fun nights.
I also had another friend who always liked to get the newest console. Her and her brother would always get like the newest DS, the newest Wii, the newest PlayStation, and I'd go over there and use it with them. And now she's into iPhones. She's always getting like the newest iPhone or the newest watch, the Apple
Ooh,
Watch.
those get expensive.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my. But she finds ways like she had one Apple Watch and it was like basically a upgrade where you could just like change watches and just pay the difference or something.
Yeah, isn't like the newest one like the 13 like almost $900 or whatever?
Uh, I think so. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, if I got that one, I'd be putting it in like the strongest case possible.
I think I have like for me I have the iPhone 11 something, but I'm going to wait until it dies and then I'll probably get a new phone because I think the camera quality is fine for me. And I actually plan to save up to get a new camera for my cosplay. So if I have an actual camera, what's the point of me getting like a iPhone 13, 14?
Yeah, the iPhone 38. All right, if you could only watch one anime for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ah, that's a tough one. I'd probably pick an anime that has a lot of episodes in it. So probably One Piece, because One Piece is actually pretty good. I've enjoyed One Piece, and it seems to be never ending. I like it more than Dragon Ball, so I'd probably pick One Piece. Even though there's plenty other animes I think in my opinion are better. It's just not enough episodes. If it's only that anime I had to watch, that wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, I think I fell off watching One Piece around like season 1, and at this point, I'm too afraid to start again.
Maybe you could just. Is there a way to find like a YouTube video or something that kind of crunches it all together and then?
I know there people have like lists of like the essential episodes or whatever. 'Cause I know like long animes do have like a lot of filler episodes too.
Yeah. Sometimes I like fillers though.
Yes, some of them have good stories, but or also anime movies. They're good movies, but they kind of make me mad when they don't reconnect to the main storyline of the show.
Hmm.
Like when the My Hero movie, or like Naruto when they get like some ultimate technique and then it disappears once the season starts again.
Yeah. I remember I was watching one show. This is off topic from anime. I think the show is called The Fosters. And season 1, the character's name is Jesus. He was played by the same actor of the youngest son in Wizards of Waverly Place, that show. And he leaves to go somewhere, and then season 2 he comes back a different actor. No one acknowledges the change or
Who
anything. And
was that?
yeah, I just bursted out laughing.
I think they did that for the show Lucifer. In the pilot episode, the character called Dan was played by one actor, and then once the actual like episode 1 that wasn't the pilot came out again, it was a different character.
I haven't seen Lucifer, but I heard it was a good show.
It really is. It's a lot of it shows a lot of like the California like landmarks and stuff. Because I think they replaced the character called Dan with the what's he called in Arcane, the guy with the hammer.
Uh, I only saw the first like 3 episodes of Arcane. Wait, he was in the beginning. He was like sort of the dad of the kids in the beginning, right?
No, not him.
Oh, then I don't know.
Uh, you'll find it eventually.
I've been meaning to keep going, and I've been trying to rewatch it. Well, get started because I watched it on Discord with my friends, but then sometimes we end up just playing games.
Yeah, they just need to make a season 2 of Arcane quicker. I know that was all the rage on TikTok for like the first couple weeks after it came out.
Hmm.
Never played the League of Legends, but the show was good. I'm still not going to
The
play the
show
game.
makes me want to play the game.
I've heard that's happened for a lot of people, and then like they're very disappointed with the game. I don't know. Me myself, I'm not really into those type of like what's it called? The one where you have like a character and like little minions around, and then you fight other characters. Don't remember what that one's called.
Kind of like Smite. I know Smite is pretty similar to League of Legends. I played both, like a couple games of both already, so I know what to expect. But the show makes me want to try again, like see if I could get into it. I prefer
I kind of wish they had
first.
like. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to say I prefer first-person shooter games.
I kind of wish they had like a League of Legends, but in the style of Overwatch.
Hmm.
I think that would go over pretty well.
I like Overwatch, but um, I'm not the best player. I try to play as Mercy. She's the healer, right? I try to play as her, and I just feel like I keep dying and I can't heal my team in time, and we end up losing.
I understand that feeling.
Because you have to try to fly away from the other team because I guess their main objective, well, not the main one, but they're trying to like kill you because they know if they kill you, they could kill everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I stopped playing Overwatch a year ago when what the most like Call of Duty Warzone came out. That game makes me mad.
Call of Duty I played for, so I used to play it more in the past when I was younger on like the PlayStation. I liked playing in Nuketown. It was like 2 teams versus each other, but the new Call of Duty kind of confuses me a little bit. Everything kind of looks the same to me, all plain and dirty looking, like
Yeah.
so I'm like I get confused and lost.
It's also really hard with the newest one because both teams use the same characters, unlike it was in like the previous games. So if you're playing on like the hardcore mode where you can team kill, you shoot your team a lot by accident.
Oh no.
It's like I'm sorry,
It sounds kind of funny though.
it is. Like more people are more understanding for that because it happens so often. But like I'm sorry, somebody with the same character skin just ran by me and I shot you instead. So I think I have two more questions left, two or three. What cosplay plans do you have for the future?
I think I already told you, but it might have been off camera, but I plan to do my first ever body paint of Spider-Woman, and if that turns out well, I plan to share that online. But if it doesn't turn out well, I'll still like share it, or at least the process of it, but I won't really share too many pictures, and I'll try to watch more videos to learn more and regroup and try again. And Pink Deadpool. I was gonna do her if Spider-Woman came out well.
Oh, Gwenpool.
Gwenpool, yes. I did like a poll on my Patreon and I was like, what character should I do? And I tried to pick characters that I think or that I thought would be fairly easy to paint or not too difficult.
That's always a good option, going with the easier ones first.
Yeah. And then if those turn out well, then I'll probably try maybe other heroes. I feel like heroes tend to be fun to paint.
Yeah.
Comic book heroes. I also have a Diva cosplay from Overwatch. I've done it in the past on TikTok, but I want to do it again so I can take pictures and stuff.
I think for the body paint, if it goes well, I would recommend Venom.
Venom? Oh, well, yeah, from Spider-Man?
Yeah, I've seen a few people do like the Gwen Stacy version of Venom, which has some pink accents in it too.
Oh. Okay. That'd be cool to do.
Next question is what is your dream nerdy vacation?
I don't know about vacation, because I feel like I can do everything I want to at home. I'm probably at anime convention. Maybe like I had never been to one of the anime raves. I know some conventions will have like a rave or something. I know it's not the same as normal raves, but I think it'd be fun to go to and see everyone dancing in their cosplay. Katsucon had like a ball, so you could show up either in a normal dress or a cosplay dress. So that was cool to see and fun to do.
I miss anime conventions.
I miss them too. I hope to, so last convention I went with a friend who's also a mod for my Twitch stream, and we became friends online and we met in person at the convention. And then we did like a stream together on Twitch. So that was fun. And I hope to make more friends so that way, like, I just find conventions more fun the more people there are. And I
Yeah.
made a couple more friends. I want to see if, like, the three of them and my sister and I can all meet up and like go to a convention. Maybe California, because I've never been to California and I always wanted to go.
It's always nice. Like after the cons, you can go to the beach or Disneyland.
Hmm.
We got one more question. What is your favorite moment when you were cosplaying?
I think my favorite moment of cosplay is it's not exactly while I'm in it, but seeing the end product. Like seeing the pictures I make, like, oh, that's me, but it's not exactly me, it's the character, but it's me as the character, and that feeling makes me happy. Even if, like, sometimes I'll do characters, even if I don't know a whole lot of them, because they'll be, like, I guess viewers or fans or whoever likes my work, like, I'll do this character. I'd really want to see it. And if I get enough people saying it, I'll try it out. And even if it's not someone I particularly know, I just feel happy knowing I kind of brought it to life for everyone else.
That's always a good feeling.
Also, I think one of the feelings I like is taking off the cosplay and getting back into like normal clothes.
That's always the best, especially after a convention.
But
Spending on.
it's also a nice feeling when you first put on the cosplay and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I see it. I see this character in me. So like those three feelings, first putting it on and seeing what I look like, taking it off, and then seeing the pictures and videos and things I make.
Yeah. All right, I think it is time for the outro of the show. Same as the beginning, but different words. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. As always, I am Chris, aka Mr. Zoom _2028, and our special guest has been.
Oh, I am Linnea. I am Linnea's _life. Again, I do cosplay and gaming.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Who would you want to see on the show next?
My sister. I'm
All
not
right,
sure.
you're gonna send me in the messages if you think of anyone else.
Okay.
All right, everybody, thank you for watching, and good night.